So that was my look back at 2020. Good God, how far back did I go? Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Ken and I'm on a journey to lose as much weight as I possibly can so I can become a fat guy no more. 2022 is officially over. Happy New Year to everybody. But before I let it go completely, I want to take a look back and see how the year was for me. So let's take a journey here. That's where I started my year. This is where I ended it. I went from 595 pounds down to 470 pounds. That's a 125 pound loss during 2022. It also equates to 18 points down on my BMI. I am such a numbers guy. I love to chart things. So let's take a look at a few charts of how the weight loss went. This first one shows what most people think weight loss should be. Just a straight line from point A to point B. The reality is that's what it becomes, but that's not what it is while you're going through it. This second chart shows you the reality of my full year. Look at all of those peaks and valleys. I mean, that's just how it really goes. This third chart shows you the 35 pounds I was able to lose before Mounjaro. That's 8 months of trying to lose weight. It took me 8 months to maintain 35 pounds. Then I started Mounjaro on September 2nd, and this last one shows you that last bit of time from September 2nd to the end of the year, which shows a 90-pound drop. But again, when you put that all together, this is what you've got. Everybody's coming to visit me.
Yeah, look.
Look, there they are. This could be an outtake.
Lizzie.
Everybody,
Lizzie,
what are you doing up here, Daddy? And here comes our third one, Wizzles. Well, you can't see her now, but...
Lizzie, you want candy camera? You want candy camera?
If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you'll know that I've talked about not wanting to set goals. A goal implies that there is a hard number you need to hit by a certain time. I've learned that if I don't hit those numbers, it often derails me on my attempt to lose weight. And this has happened numerous times in the past. So now I just don't. I don't set goals anymore. I know that seems weird, but instead I look forward to milestones. A milestone, by definition, is an action or event marking a significant change. So I like to watch milestones as they pass by as I'm doing something. For instance, this year, I had several milestones that I passed. I'd like to talk about my top 5 right now. So my first milestone that really comes to mind from 2022 is the ability for me to be able to put my own socks on by myself. Man, that just might seem trivial to a lot of people, but to me, it was about freedom. The fact that I had to always wait for my wife to be able to assist me with getting them on. Sometimes she would sleep in, or other times she would be up and off to work early. So I would have to get up that much earlier and have her help me put them on. Then I would never be able to go back to sleep. But now that I can do that on my own, I have the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want. Milestone number 2 was when I finally got out of the 500s. That was a big one for me because I had been in that 500 range for several years. And to be able to get out of that and actually see a 4 in front of my weight was spectacular to me. And so that was one that I really celebrated. And if you've read any of my stuff on Facebook or watched any of my other videos, you'll know that was definitely a big one for me. Milestone number 3 is pretty close to that same range of getting out of the 500s. And that was when I finally hit 100 pounds lost. To be able to get to triple digits in weight loss, man, it still puts a smile on my face because that was a big thing for me. And it really still is to be able to say that I've lost 100 pounds. Milestone number 4 was that I was able to finally stop using the seatbelt extender. I've had that thing for several years, and to be able to remove it, chuck it aside, and just click my seatbelt in normal was a really big thing. Kind of an add-on to it is how much more comfortable I am sitting in my wife's car. It wasn't that long ago that I was jammed into it, and I just wasn't comfortable. Now, man, I could jump in and out all the time, and it's spectacular. As a matter of fact, let me show you these photos here. So this first one right here is from December 27th, 2021. This was the day that we finally got into the state of Oklahoma, and we stopped at my brother's coffee shop up in Bartlesville to see them and to get something to drink. And this was my niece Jess, as she had leaned out to give me a hug. Notice where my gut is on that steering wheel. Notice how tight the seatbelt is, pulling right into my side there. This one is just a few days ago. Look at all that room. That is a big thing, and those are big milestones. My fifth milestone for the year that is something that I really think about a lot is that I no longer dread going places. I know now that I can walk most places. Sure, I have to take my time sometimes, and I may have to sit down occasionally, but I no longer have that fear of going. I used to avoid going places and doing things simply because I would hurt too much. And it might not be that I would hurt while I was there or while we were doing it, but the next morning, often I hurt so bad that I didn't even want to get out of bed. Now that's not the case. I know I still have a long ways to go on this journey, but that's a big milestone that I've already passed, so that I no longer worry about those things. So while we're talking about milestones, let's talk about 5 milestones that I want to hit in 2023. Milestone number 1. This one really bugs me that I have to do it, and I've had to do it for the last probably 3 or 4 years now, and so it really bugs me, and I can't wait until the day when I no longer need it. And that is occasionally when I'm in the kitchen cooking something, or if I'm chopping some vegetables or whatever, if I know I'm going to be needing to typically be standing for a long period of time, I like to grab a chair and just sit down while I'm doing it. I want to stop that. I want to be able to stand there and actually do what I need to do. Just the other day, my wife took a video, more so of our dog Boomer, as he was watching my every move while I was making Hoppin' Johns on New Year's Day. Let me show you that real quick here. All right. How about it? I've got to the point where, like I said, I'm not using it as much, but I want to stop doing that. I want to completely be able to just stand in the kitchen and cook. Milestone number 2, 445 pounds. Not too far from that one, but I can't wait to see that milestone. That's another big one for me, because that would tie the lowest weight my wife has ever seen me. This coming July, we will have been married for 19 years, and I hope to achieve it long before then, but at least by then, that would be nice. I guess I should have said 444 so I could be 1 pound below that, so I could say to my wife, this is actually the smallest you've ever seen me. Either way, I can't wait for that milestone. Along with weight comes milestone number 3, and that is 399 pounds, to be able to say goodbye to the 400s. That seems like a pipe dream to me at this point. But I just have this feeling that I'm going to get it, and I really hope to see that in 2023. Milestone number 4 for 2023. I want to be able to fit in comfortably into a 5X t-shirt. Why 5X? Well, I started my journey wearing 10Xs. A 5X would literally be half of what I used to wear. So that's kind of a mark that I'm looking forward to, and I have a feeling that I'm going to see it in 2023, and I can't wait. So that's another milestone that'll be really exciting. The fifth milestone that I'm looking forward to is not having to use my cane anymore for walking. I'm getting around pretty good around the house without it most of the time, but whenever I leave the house, I take it with me because I know I'm going to need it. Whether it was going to a ball game or going to a concert, whatever, going to doctor's appointments especially, I take my cane with me because I'm just not strong enough yet to be able to do that. As much as I love my cane, and I've named her Megan McCain. Get it? Megan McCain, Megan McCain. Man, I love Megan. She has helped me so much. But with that said, I can't wait until the day comes where I just get to leave her at home. So some bonus milestones that I want to hit this year. I want to be able to go for walks. Just for exercise, just to get out of the house, take the dogs with me, whatever it is. So there's a series of milestones that go with that. I want to be able to do a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, a 15-minute walk, a 20-minute walk, and eventually do a 30-minute walk. I don't know if I'll get some of those upper ones this year, but it's going to be milestones that I'm looking for this year because to me, just to be able to take off and go for a walk, get a little bit of exercise, as well as walking the dogs and letting them get out and have some exercise, would be a lot of fun, I think. And that really seems weird to me because I've never been the kind that's like, hey, let's go for a walk. So that was my look back at the year 2022 and what I'm looking for from 2023. Man, this has been a great ride already, and I can't wait to see where it ends up this year because it's going to be a fantastic year. I just know it is. And thanks to Mounjaro, I actually feel like it's going to be that way. And it's not that I feel it, I know. It's just, it's hard to put into words, but I actually can feel it deep down for the first time in many years. So hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Come on, help me out here. Punch that subscription button. Follow me as I lose this weight and become a fat guy no more. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on my journey to become a fat guy no more, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I upload a new video. Ugh, God. Why am I so nervous doing these?